Namaste, beautiful queen, and welcome to day 12 of our challenge. Today, we're tightening the jawline. This area can hold tension, leading to puffiness or sagging. We're going to tone the jawline, define your natural contour, and release any built-up stress. Let's get glowing. Take a big inhale and a nice long exhale. We're going to get started with high kiss. So you're going to press your lips forward, use your index finger and your thumb to wrap around your lips so you don't create any pinches or wrinkles. Place your opposite hand down on the collarbone to secure the skin and muscle in place, and then protrude your jaw slightly forward and up. Press your tongue up to the top of your mouth and let that be what pulses your jaw forward and up. We're doing 30 pulses each round. Gently release and then make knuckles with your fists, and we're going to do the jawline vibrations. For added benefit, wrap your bottom lip around your teeth and just gently use your knuckles back and forth on your jawline. So the skin moves with the knuckles since we don't have any oil on it, so you have to pick up your hands and move them to different locations on your jawline. You may feel some rocks, some tenderness, some bumpy areas. We want to make sure we fully release tension out of this area because tension here is causing saggy skin and jowls. Great job. We're going to do high kiss for the second time. Maybe change hands this time. Wrap your fingers around your lips and then press your tongue all the way up to the roof of your mouth, especially the back of your tongue, and let that be what presses your lips forward. Your jaw is slightly forward and up, and you're creating opposite resistance with the hand on your collarbone. You're going to get a deep stretch in the front of your neck and go ahead and release. Great job. Back to jawline knuckles. Take your knuckles and move back and forth along the jawline. As a reminder, we're not using oil here, so the skin is moving with our fingertips. We're starting in one spot, vibrating in that spot, and then picking up our hands and moving to another spot. You can wrap your bottom lip around your bottom teeth so you get a nice stretch in your depressor anguli-oris muscle. Keep breathing. Relax your forehead and the area in between your eyebrows. Relax your shoulders back and down. Hug your navel into your spine. Take a deep breath in, a long breath out, and release. Great job. Last time for high kiss. Place your fingers around your lips, press the back of your tongue up, and let that be what sends your jaw forward and slightly up. This exercise is so great for releasing the downward pull in the platysma, for toning the area along the jawline, for balancing the jaw, and help to create a nice contoured jawline. Helps to reduce the double chin, and a great exercise for the lower part of the face. Deep breath in, long breath out, go ahead and release, and for the last time, jawline knuckles. Close your eyes and notice what you feel. You may hear some noises. You may feel some tender or sticky spots. Close your eyes and notice what you feel. Take big, deep breaths and imagine any tension or stickiness along your jawline just completely melting and dissolving. The mind-body connection in face yoga is so important. Keep breathing deep, big inhales through the nose. Nice long exhales out of the nose or mouth, and make sure you're not holding any tension in your jaw. The jaw should not be activated here. So it's just gently resting down and forward. Relax your forehead and the area in between your eyebrows, and then finally we'll just smooth it out one time, drawing from the center to the sides. Moving on to a jawline sculptor, we're going to place our hand down on our collarbone. We'll place the right hand down, and then we're going to look over to the left, protruding the jaw slightly forward and wrapping your bottom lip around your teeth. With your left hand, you're going to make tiny slaps from the chin along the jawline down to the clavicle. Keep pressing your tongue up to the roof of your mouth. Relax your forehead and the area in between your eyebrows. The most important thing is the tongue is all the way up and your bottom lip is wrapping. Great job. From here, we're going to start with our mini jawline pinches. So this is going to be a more superficial pinch and wiggle along the jawline. We're going to do both sides, starting from the outside, working in and then back out. So it's just little pinches and roll along the jawline, and then once you're in a pinch and a roll, you're just going to wiggle and make sure you're releasing any tension. When you get to the center, you're going to move back out. So it's just very superficial pinches along the jawline with a little wiggle, just to bring some circulation and some fresh blood and to work out any of the superficial adhesions. So just little pinches and roll. We're not really pulling too much in either direction. I'm just pinching and vibrating, kind of moving back and forth. As always, I recommend closing your eyes if you can and kind of seeing what you notice. Keep breathing deep, in through the nose, out through the nose or mouth. Relax your forehead and your eyebrows and gently release. We'll move on to a jawline sculptor on the other side. So this time we're going to place our left hand down, and then we're going to look over to the right, wrap your bottom lip around your bottom teeth, gently protrude your jaw slightly forward, and then making a little slaps from the center of the jaw near the chin all the way along the jawline, down the sternocleidomastoid to the collarbone. Deep breaths. Relax your shoulders back and down. Relax your forehead and the area in between your eyebrows, and gently release. This time we're going to do the same jawline movements, except this time we're going to go and try to stretch. So I'm going to pull on top of the jawline and below the jawline. This is how you test it. You're going to pull from the top, and the area that moves on the bottom, that's where you want to hold on the bottom, and then you're going to pull in opposite directions. So test to see if you pull from the top, you'll notice what moves up on the bottom, and then that's where you'll grab on the bottom, and then you're just going to pull in opposite directions. It can be a little tricky if you have too much moisturizer on, which I did in this video, but if you're on more dry skin, it will be easier to grab a hold and then pull in opposite directions. Great job. Let's do the same thing on the other side. We want to release some of the tension that accumulates on the jawline. So if you've ever seen someone get Botox in this area, it kind of lifts the whole center side of the face, because we have a lot of adhesions and tightness along this area pulling down, and when that tightness is released, the whole face kind of naturally lifts. So that's what we're doing here. We're helping to release some of that downward pull that accumulates along the jawline. Great job. When you're all the way to the side, go ahead and release, and we're going to move underneath the mandible. Same thing, we're grabbing a piece of the skin and tissue and then pulling in opposite directions. We'll start in the center and then roll towards the outside. And then when you get to the outside, you'll start in the center and move towards the other side. So this is another place where a lot of tension and excess fluids can accumulate. Sometimes a double chin is more so stagnation than accumulated fat. And so we want to make sure that this area is nice and drained. We want the lymphatic system working here. We want to make sure everything is nice and tight. So pulling in opposite directions, and notice what you feel. Notice if you feel any lumps and bumps, any changes in volume, and then go ahead and release. Great job. We're going to finish out today's workout with a gentle, soothing jaw massage using our finger beds of 3 fingers, and just close your eyes and gently and lovingly give your jaw a nice massage. Check in with your face, send your tongue all the way up to the roof of your mouth. Really close your eyes here and just pretend your fingers are a warm knife melting butter, and everything that's tension is just melting under the surface. Your jaw is completely relaxed. It's a little bit down, a little bit forward, no activation or tension. Releasing any last bits of stress, and then release. Great job. Take your knuckles and place them right underneath your cheekbone. Hold here for a few breaths and then gently vibrate back and forth. This spot may feel very tender. If it does, I recommend to linger here a little longer. Take big, deep breaths through the nose and then gently release. Great job. Take a big, deep breath in and a long breath out. Thank you all so much for practicing with me. Namaste. I will see you back tomorrow for day 14.